everybody, it's Amanda from Queen of Hearts Photography and welcome back to my tutorials. Today I have a super fun video for you. I'm going to show you how to use some bokeh overlays. Now, but I think bokeh overlays are one of those things that can really add a lot of drama to your image, but I think a lot of people don't really know how to use them or different ways to use them. So I wanted to show you some different effects that you can do to really liven up an image, especially an image that has a lot of light in it. It can just add so much beautiful drama. Now, when I first opened up my Etsy shop a little over 2 years ago, I offered bokeh overlays. I sold 2 different sets and I only sold them for about 6 months. And then I kind of just took them out of my shop and I was selling a lot of actions and I just never put them back up. So I decided that since so many of you love the Enchanting Light overlays, they are #1 bestseller overall. I just can't hear enough about them. And I thought that these would be just the perfect pair to go along with those. So I decided to throw both sets together and just offer them for $10 just for those creatives out there who just want to add that extra touch and those Photoshop addicts who are always looking for just new, fun, dramatic ways to liven up an image. So I thought I would show you different ways that I use them for fun. So let's get into the video. So this image here I took probably 3 years ago actually, and it's all basic. The basic editing is done, the clean, the cleaned-up version. This is just the cleaned up, and I wanted to add a lot of drama to it just for fun. I was playing around with it, added some drama, so I'm just going to show you what I did. So the first thing that I did before I added any of the overlays was I went to my Chic and Shabby set and I ran the sunset sailing action here because it added a really beautiful sunset effect. So there we go. Before, after, this is perfect, exactly what I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flatten that. Now, I'm going to go in with the overlays here. So, in the set, you're going to get the carnival lights, the light and luster, and the bonus light leaks. So, I used the light and luster set for this one. And I used the blueberry and vanilla overlay. Just go ahead and drag and drop, just like all the other overlays, and stretch it on out. Oops. Hit OK. Hit screen. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to go in here and add a layer mask down here. And at 100% opacity, I just want to kind of erase it off her because I don't want it to wash her out. And then I'm going to go in with probably 50% opacity and just kind of go around just to kind of fade it in a little bit. And if you hear a lot of noise in the background, I apologize. It is super, super windy here. It's about to storm and it's so loud. It's rattling everything outside of the windows. But anyway, so I just kind of want to fade that in a little bit. Now I'm going to go back and I want to make sure that my actual overlay here is selected. And I'm going to go up to Filter, Blur, Radial Blur. And we're going to make sure it's set to spin, okay? And make sure that your center point here is in the center or wherever you want your spin to be coming from. And I'm going to leave it at like 15%. I'm going to hit OK. Wait for it to process here. There you go. So you can see what a fun twist it added there. Now you can tell this image is rather wide. I think this was taken with a fisheye lens, I believe. So this just kind of adds a fun barrel type effect to it. So now the next thing I want to do is I'm actually going to add a little bit of more light. So I'm going to go into the Enchanting Light. This is the Series 2, the new set, and I'm going to use Sunflare 15 here. Drag and drop. I'm going to just stretch it out. Hit the check mark. Set it to screen. Okay, so there we go. I really needed some extra light. I really wanted this, the bokeh to kind of look like it's coming from the sun, if you know what I'm talking about. Kind of like a sun ring or like a rainbow ring type of effect. So what I'm going to do though now is because the highlights are kind of too bright for me, I kind of want to dim this down a little bit with a matte, but I want to add a little bit of color. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to flatten this real quick. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite matte action from the Heirloom set. And this is the Floral Matte. I'm going to go ahead and run it. And there you go. Now you can see how it added a matte effect. It kind of gave it a little filmy effect, but it also added a little bit of color. So you can see the before and the after. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flatten this. And let's go ahead and pull up the before real quick. So here's the before and here's the after. So if you're looking to just liven up an image, add some drama, make a little bit of fun, this is the perfect way to do it. So that's the first image I'm going to show you. Now let's move on.
I'm playing games.
No, Kaden. Sorry, that's my son. So let's move on to this image here. This is a picture that I took, I believe, in the fall time. It's really not that old. This is also kind of a cleaned up version. I wanted to add some drama and add some fun, so this is what I did. So this is pretty much edited the way that I wanted. I'm going to go right on in with the overlays. So we're going to go in with the carnival light set this time, and we're going to use this one here. I'm going to go ahead and just drag and drop, and it already fits. Hit the check mark, change the blending mode to screen, and there we go. You see how it's pretty much like a light leak type of effect with this one. So here's the before and here's the after. You can tell there's a real sun in the background here. So it really just kind of enhances that. So I'm going to go in with the layer mask though real quick here, and make sure you grab a brush. I'm going to leave this at 100%, and I'm just going to kind of get it off her a little bit. And then I'm going to kind of go in with like 50% again and kind of just fade it in. And then I kind of want to go back in with a white brush and paint it back on just a little bit on her hair, because I want it to look like the sun is touching her hair here. I want to make sure that everything still blends in without washing her out. So I'm going to go in and, well, we're not going to flatten that yet actually, because we're going to go in and add another overlay here. We're going to go back to the light and luster set. Let's add this one, the diamonds. It's beautiful. Drag and drop, stretch it on out, hit the check mark, set it to screen. Okay, so now this is really fun. This is a really fun technique to use if you have a sun in your image and you really want to enhance it. Okay, so we're going to go up to filter, blur, radial blur. Now this time we're going to set it to zoom, okay? And we are going to pull the center point up to where the sun is. Thereabout. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, talk about the chaos going on in my living room right now. And we are going to, my cat is curling up on my lap. He's having a fit because I'm ignoring him. Anyway, we're going to pull the amount up to pretty high for this, probably about 50. I'm going to hit OK, and let's see if this is where I want it. You just can't stand no one paying attention to you, huh? Oh, there we go, and that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Do you see this effect? It kind of just looks like a sun ray type of effect. Now you could go, of course, stronger or lighter, however you wanted it to be. I'm also going to go in though with a layer mask on this one and kind of erase it off her just a little bit. I don't want to take too much off because I want to make sure that everything still kind of looks like it fits in, but just a little bit. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to merge these two. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to darken this up a little bit the very simple way that I know how. Very quick and easy. We're going to right click on our layer here, hit duplicate, and hit OK. And then we're going to go up and just multiply it, but I'm going to lower the opacity. So we're going to bring this down to probably like 35%. Let's type this in, it's a lot faster. 35%, that's pretty good. So you see the before and the after. It just kind of takes some of that haze out and just makes it a little bit more intense, which is exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm going to flatten this. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more of that floral matte. I'm going to bring down the opacity quite a bit, probably like 50%. That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flatten that. And that's just for extra touch. That's what I just wanted to add, personal preference. You can do it however you want. So here's the before. And here's the after. What a fun effect, you guys. It's just, there's so much fun to play with. You know, play around with different effects and blurring effects and whatever. Just have fun. So they will be available in my shop for just $10 for those creatives out there who just want to play and have a little fun. And if there's anything else that you want to see in a tutorial, please just let me know. I want to get more tutorials out to you guys. I've kind of you know, having some brain fog on different things that I can bring for you guys. But being springtime, I'm going to be taking a lot of more images, and I have some ideas for some new stuff. So be ready for that. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.